A quartet of contenders need extra holes to settle the championship at Copperhead.
Settle in as we rewind the week with the latest edition of Monday Backspin from PGA TOUR.com.
Hello everyone, I'm Joe Cowart. The Transitions Championship at Innisbrook Resort came down to a four-man playoff with Luke Donald looking to retake the #1 spot in the world with a win, Jim Furyk trying to land his first victory in 18 months, Robert Garrigus searching for his second career win, and Sangmoon Bae chasing his first. All tied at 13 under par at the end of regulation, it was back to the tee at 18 for sudden death. The early advantage went to Luke Donald when his approach from 154 yards landed just inside of 7 feet from the cup. And with Furyk and Bae right and deep on the green, Garrigus hit his second and matched Donald, setting up a pair of potential winning putts. Garrigus first to play from 6 feet 11 inches after making birdie at 18 in regulation, and misses here, leaving the door open for Donald to win. The Englishman with 13 putts from inside 10 feet on the day, he made all of them, make it 14 of 14, taking the title at Transitions and retaking the #1 spot in the world.
I certainly was a lot more nervous the first time, thinking about trying to get to #1. This certainly wasn't my focus this time around. I was just focused on trying to win the tournament, and it all works out.
Sunday started with Scott Piercy going low, nearly matching Padraig Harrington's course record from earlier in the week. The winner from Reno Tahoe last season saved his best for last with a final round 62 to briefly hold the lead. Piercy made the turn in 29 strokes and added 2 more birdies coming in all holding 185 feet of putts. But he wasn't the only one with a highlight from the group. Chris Blanks, playing alongside, stepped to the tee at 17 with a 4-iron, and on the second hole of the Snake Pit, Blanks was perfect from 215 yards, easily the shot of the week. Tournament sponsor Transitions Optical takes this week as a perfect opportunity to educate golf fans young and old about taking care of their eyes. They set up information areas, complete with free vision screening, the latest innovations in vision technology, making sure fans know protecting your eyesight is good for everyone's game. It was a sunsplash week where fans in the St. Pete Clearwater area enjoyed warm temperatures and great golf. And it seemed like the perfect place to celebrate St. Patrick's Day on Saturday. And then there were the John Daly fans, just happy to cheer him on to the weekend after making the cut. Now for some final thoughts from Innisbrook, let's check in with Fred Albers from SiriusXM PGA Tour Radio.
Joe, we've had a great week here in the St. Petersburg Clearwater area. We had a great finish on Sunday, but I'm going to remember something from earlier in the week on Thursday and Friday. I'm referring to Padraig Harrington, how he dazzled us in the opening round on Thursday, setting a course record, shooting 61, 10 under par, and taking just 22 putts. Then less than 24 hours later, he comes back to this golf course and shoots 12 shots worse. Shoots 73, taking 33 putts. Now, Padraig had every reason to be frustrated, and yet he stuck around, patiently answered all the media's questions, and then walked over to the gallery where there were several fans and signed autographs until everyone had his signature. I think golf reminds us from time to time that the glory of this game lies not just in the victories, but also in the daily struggles. Joe, we are headed a little bit east of here. We're headed on into Orlando for the Arnold Palmer Invitational presented by MasterCard. Our broadcast on SiriusXM PGA Tour Radio begins Thursday at noon Eastern Time. Joe?
Thanks, Fred. It's on to the Tavistock Cup with Golf Channel's coverage on Monday beginning at noon Eastern. And on Thursday, it's the opening round of the Arnold Palmer Invitational on Golf Channel beginning at 3 p.m. Keep up with it all by logging on to PGA Tour.com.